Cardioli, it's Tally in Scottsdale, Planet Heart Garden, and this video will be ins and out, everything you want to know if you're trying to choose between an acerola and a Surinam cherry. We'll talk about the seed shape, the nutritional content, the sun needs, the shape of the tree, how easy it is to trim it, and so on. So if you watch my other video, I accidentally filmed it vertically, and that's when the acerolas were in their first cycle of a massive amount of fruits, and then I didn't have time to refilm it. So right now the tree is flowering and there's like a few that aren't ripe yet. I was just so busy. Anyway, let's get started and I'll show you. We'll start with the seeds. So can you guess which is which? These are the seeds for the acerola, also called Barbados cherry. Each one has plenty of meat, really juicy, very fragile skin, and the minute you bite into it, you get these soft seeds that are fun to squish in the mouth. They're soft and chewy the way gum feels after you've chewed it for a bunch of hours and you just leave it in the mouth. So you could leave these in the mouth or swallow them or spit them out. It's your choice, and I think it's safe for kids to eat at a young age. You know, you have to choose for yourself, but they are technically extra healthy for you, the seeds, so if you're in the mood to swallow them, do it. So I only have the older cherries right now because, yeah, that first cycle ended in the last few days. Look at the ants already coming to my plate. All right, so this is the seed for the Surinam cherries, and it's got like a little dimple, so it's almost heart-shaped. They only have one seed, unless sometimes there's a twin, and then they're about still the same size as one seed. So you do not want to swallow this. But I remember eating them at age 3. So you have to decide if you want to remove the pit if you have a small child. Otherwise, it's also pretty fragile. These are a little hardier to like put into a lunchbox, but they still don't really, they can break in your hand if you pick them when they're super ripe. And yeah, these are slightly less fragile if you eat them when they're underripe, and that's when they have more nuance in the flavor. So to compare the flavor, I'd say this is more complex. It has like aromas. It has the tannins. This was mine. Leave some for me. And if you like a fruit that has that tropical aroma, like in guavas, I think you'll enjoy this. It has a lot of essential oils, the leaves also, and you can use these in tea. And this one is just a tad simpler in flavor, and still it's so child friendly, but you know, like everyone loves it. People who don't normally eat fruit will enjoy it, and it's very it's just yummy, like a fruit punch. It just changes if you're eating them when they're super ripe. And again, these are like many days old from the fridge because I ate all the, but I'll show you here. You like, yeah, this one's older, but here are the seeds, squishy. I'll break open and a beautiful one. We'll go to the tree and I'll show it to you, the other one. So they break pretty easily. Very juicy and delicious and full of vitamin C. So yeah, let's talk about the health benefits. These have like anywhere from 1,500 to 4,000 milligrams of vitamin C compared to like an orange, which is 70. So again, if you eat them when they're underripe or if you swallow the seed, you'll get even more vitamin C. I have my cheat notes. I made a chart that you guys can download. These have B vitamins and they have tannins that can firm up your gut, kind of, especially if you have leaky gut. They're really good at binding the proteins along the lining and helping in cases of diarrhea. And the same with the leaves. And since I'm showing you the tree, I just want to say that they're not, you can trim both of them to be like a hedge, like a bush or like a little tree. Some of them grow, some of the Surinam cherries that we're looking at want to be a little more tree-like and some more bush-like, but you have choice. And the branches are so gentle and they respond well. They like to be trimmed and they'll fruit more, so they're very easy. And if you were to trim the acerola, that I'll walk over and show you, it's in the courtyard, that one, just be careful because the branches can itch a little. And I would still say it's okay for little kids to come and like pick the fruit. This is the Surinam cherry, but I'll show you. On the acerola, you can just kind of reach and grab. But if the little kids try to climb through, then the branches on the other bush tree-like thing will itch a little, but it goes away. You can rinse the skin. I never notice when it goes away because I forget about it before I know it. I think it maybe takes 20 minutes. It's definitely less than an hour. So I think they're fine to have kids around them. Just wanted to point it out though, so you'd know. So they're easy to trim, and if you don't trim them, that's fine too. They both can handle drought conditions once established, but the Surinam cherry that we're looking at would definitely respond more to more water. You get more fruit more times per year, more cycles. And the same goes for the acerola. It's also called Barbados, remember? It's still will enjoy water, you know. If you don't water it at all, it'll survive, but it might not fruit for you. So yeah, you could have it like somewhere out there in the desert, but you're better off giving it water. So the main difference really for them is their sun needs. As you can see, I have this Surinam cherry under my elm tree and it gets morning sun. And this, I've seen them growing in full sun in the 9B, 10B Sonoran desert. Technically, I was at someone's front yard in Chandler, Arizona, if you know. She had her Surinam cherry in a huge pot in front of the house with full sun. So you just want to adjust them to the sun and they'll be fine. However, the cool thing about it is that they can also fruit for you in the house and in the shade. So they're very versatile. And then on the other hand, the acerola or Barbados cherry really wants full sun, kind of needs that full sun. And that's amazing because we've got plenty of that, right? So you can put it in the hottest side of the house, around the outside, just anywhere, and it will thrive. Another huge difference between them is the cold temperature. So this is the Surinam cherry. It is hardier to like 22 degrees. Technically, the Barbados or acerola doesn't like anything below 30 degrees. So I am in Scottsdale. I've not had any problems with it, but we really had mild winters. I've never tested it really below, maybe I had 28 many years ago in my yard and it did not seem to suffer. But officially it says don't put them in a really, don't expose them to something under 30 degrees. Ooh, this is a big mama. So this one is the wild type. I bet it has 2 seeds for this one. Just compare the size. I'll eat it, I'll show you. Notice when they're darker, so the wild type really has more of those turpentine flavor, but if you leave it out, it'll evaporate into the air, it'll off gas. But if you eat it right away, when it's super dark and ripe, see how this one's darker, then it'll be super sweet and won't really have that flavor. Should I eat the big one and show you if it's got 2 seeds? We can do that. Let me see. Did I forget anything else on my list? I will post this chart. Oh yeah, there's lots of immune boosting qualities to this one, even though it doesn't have as much vitamin C. It's really great also for coughs, and it's high, and it's great for digestion. I think, and vitamin A. It's really high in vitamin A. All right, so oh my god, That was the yummiest one ever. Oh my goodness. Nope. Just one seed, one big seed. But a really great meat to seed ratio. Can't wait to plant it. All right, I'll go show you the acerola if you're still watching. So I do have other Surinam, just to show you. I have this is the Zil Black, which is a very special variety. This is the Lolita, which is a really special cultivar. Has not fruited because I only just planted it a few seasons ago. And this is the Regina, which is a special cultivar. So I have, this is Pitanga, so it's different. I have lots of Eugenias. I can do a tour later, but I'll show you the current state of the acerola Barbados. A little more frazzly, because I didn't trim it at all. So notice it's going into another cycle. This is May 2nd today. So it's full of flowers and full of green little berries. It's hard to pick up in the video. They hide so well. See, can you see the green? Can you spot the berries? Like that. So these will be ripe. And do you see all of them? So it just goes through cycles and cycles from flower to fruit in 30 days. Oh yeah, and the Surinam cherries flower to fruit in about 21 days. So I've got tons of flower buds for the second, and I have some already, like I would eat it at this phase. I think that's when it does have that nice contrast, and I like the tang. So it will fruit like multiple cycles throughout the year. So yeah, this is the one where the branches, you can touch them, but they have like fuzz. So if you're reaching in, without long sleeves, then you might feel a little itchy, but it goes away. Nothing really painful, but kids can like just pick and eat it. And you could also trim it so it doesn't have to brush up against people. All right, let me know if you have more questions. Hopefully I covered everything. Oh, these you'd have to propagate by cuttings, and these you can propagate really easily, just sticking it either in a paper bag with a moist paper towel until it roots, and then putting it in a pot and then up potting, or you can stick it straight in the ground, which I've done in several places in the yard, and it just grows. Sometimes it grows faster than others. So this one, I was too cheap to throw away the seed, and I ran out of pots, and it was like after I had potted hundreds of these. So I stuck it here, and it's growing next to the main one that's getting water, that's been in the ground longer. This is my black sapote, starting to drop fruit, but it's its fifth year of fruiting, and I'm hoping it'll keep a few. Some of them are bigger, some are already on the ground.